Naka-heightened alert ang Bureau of Quarantine para bantayan ang mga papasok sa Pilipinas sa gitna ng pagtaas ng mga kaso ng flirt COVID-19 variant sa ibang bansa. Kaugnay po niyan, makakausap natin si DOH spokesperson Albert Domingo. Magandang hapon po, Asek Domingo.
Hi, magandang hapon, Ruth, at magandang hapon sa lahat ng ating nanonood at nakikinig.
Pakipaliwanag po itong heightened alert ng Bureau of Quarantine. Paano po ang magiging proseso dito?
Yes, thank you, Ruth. No, ang heightened alert ng ating Bureau of Quarantine is ibig sabihin, mas pinaiigting nila yung mga screening procedures. But the requirements are still the same. Wala tayong dagdag na form, wala tayong dagdag na proseso. Ibig sabihin lang po, mas mapagmatsyag ang ating mga quarantine officers sa mga sagot dun sa mga tanong po na hinihingi dun sa e-travel na ating questionnaires bago po tayo biyahe.
Halimbawa, yung isang pasahero ay papasok ng bansa, may sintomas, ano po ang dapat gawin? Kailangan ba mag-mask?
Yeah.
Kailangan ba i-report?
Yes. Number one, kung talagang may simptomas before departure, wag na po munang lumipad kasi unless we are confident and we have a test na negative COVID yan, then please bring that test result with you. But if you are not sure kung kayo po ay may COVID o wala, at lalo na kung kayo po ay positive, wag na pong bimahe muna. Let's say, defer muna our travel because we're having the virus. Now, iba daw yung process pag dumating sa Pilipinas. Before, nung peak nung pandemic ay syempre naka-PPE yung sasalubong sa inyo, naka-ambulance or baka pupunta kayo sa isang isolation facility. Ngayon po, allowed ang home isolation. You will be allowed to go home. The quarantine officer will probably just check on you, how are you, and also will find out na parang what is the severity of your symptoms. Kasi kung mild po yan, like yung KP2, KP3 natin are mild, then you're perfectly okay to go home. Just stay at home for the next 5 days. Ganun po yung importante sa atin ngayon.
Yung binanggit nyo kanina, Asek, sabi nyo wala ng additional forms or additional requirements. So even yung health declaration, wala na pong ganyan, kahit na sinasabing naka-heightened alert.
Wala pong additional forms. Kung ano po yung mga tinatanong dun sa e-travel and nakalagay naman po dun yung mga questions ng ating Bureau of Quarantine, important lang po that the answers have to be very honest. Kasi kaya kami maganda rin na yung awareness ng ating mga biyahero na we have to be really honest because two things. If you're arriving in the Philippines and you misdeclare, that could be a violation. Hindi naman po kayo papagalitan, pero syempre kung meron pong violation yan, mapupuna ho kayo, hindi ho maganda. Number one. Number two, kung kayo po ay outbound, pupunta kayo sa ibang bansa, hindi ho mag-guarantee ng Department of Health or ng Bureau of Quarantine kung gaano kahigpit or anong parusa kung meron man dun sa mga pupuntahan na bansa na yan. So please be always honest in your answers to the question.
By particular countries po ba na binabantayan ang Bureau of Quarantine? Halimbawa sa Singapore, di ba, mataas po yung increase sa number of cases because of the flirt COVID variant?
That's a good question. We don't have a particular list. So alam ng lahat na yung Singapore nag-self-declare sila na tumaas ngayong number nila of cases. But that doesn't mean that there will be a discrimination against people coming from or going to Singapore. The idea here is ang lahat ng ating mga passengers, inbound or outbound, tinitignan po ng ating Bureau of Quarantine for the symptoms and the history of COVID-19.
Meron na po bang na-monitor na cases? Possible po ba na meron na dito nitong flirt COVID variant?
Yes, it is possible. We are actually waiting on the results of a sequencing for around 200 to 300 samples na nakapila na po sa ating Philippine Genome Center. Pero Ruth, sabi nga namin, whatever the result is, whether it's KP2, KP3, or it's another variant ganyan, the protocols, the processes are still the same. And the fact that we're looking at our hospitals at hindi tumataas yung occupancy rate ng mga severe COVID cases, ibig sabihin, mild lang talaga siya. In fact, kahit malaman natin na KP2, KP3, it doesn't change what we're doing now.
Isa lang pong lilinawin ko, Asek, kasi yung iba pong infectious disease experts, they're saying na baka wala na daw pong effect yung mga vaccine. Ano po ba ang posisyon dito ng DOH, dito sa ganitong klase ng variants? And also, in other countries like Singapore, may advice po na kung vulnerable or seniors ay pwede na pong magpa-booster. Ano po ang dapat gawin pagdating dito sa vaccine?
Well, tama yung sinabi ng ating expert na yon at actually kasama namin siya sa meeting kahapon. But there is this concept of residual immunity, meaning if you got your vaccines, yung primary series at yung booster natin, that's still better than not being vaccinated at all. Yun pong ating mga mutations dun sa KP2 and KP3 variants, very specific siya, kaya nga siya tinawag na flirt. Which, by the way, we don't want to use the term flirt kasi parang informal term siya. But if you must know, the FL stands for 2 amino acids, the RT, another 2 amino acids na nagpalit sila dun sa mutation. The COVID virus is not dependent on those 2 positions alone. Nakikita pa rin ng ating immune system yung ibang bahagi ng COVID virus at nalalabanan pa rin siya. Hindi lang kasing bisa nung panahon na original strain pa yung ating nilalabanan.
Okay, maraming po salamat sa pagtanggap ng aming tawag, DOH spokesperson Albert Domingo. Mga kapatid, ako po si Ruth Cabal. Maging maalam at may pakialam sa mga may init at rumaratsadang balita sa Frontline Express. Para maging updated sa balitaan, mag-subscribe lang sa social media pages ng News 5.